Hello everyone, welcome back to Zero to Calisthenics. I'm back with yet another fun-filled episode for all of you. For those who don't know me, what's up? I'm Kaustubh, and I have put up another podcast before this, so make sure to check it out if you haven't. Also, go grab some snacks and enjoy today's episode, as it has India's two of the most influential calisthenics athletes. Also, they are the creator of All India Strength Wars, also known as AISW. Who can it be? It's none other than Rajan Sharma and Rohan Singh. So hey, what's up Rajan and Rohan? How are you guys doing?
Hey Kaustubh, I'm doing fine, and thank you for inviting me. It's been a pleasure.
What's up, boys? I'm doing good. Good to be here. Let's do this.
Yeah man, I am really happy to have you guys here.
Thanks, bro. Thanks so much.
Same here.
Where are you guys from?
So I am from North India, specifically Haryana, and I'm born and brought up there only. And I shifted to Mumbai 5 years back.
I'm from Mumbai. I've been in Mumbai, and yes, I'm in Mumbai.
सही है. Okay. So guys, how old are you?
I am 30 years old. I just made it public some days back on my Instagram also.
30 years old. Okay, I'm his younger brother. I'm 25.
Oh, cool. Looks like I'm the youngest then.
How old are you?
20. Last week.
Good.
Good. Okay. How and why did you guys get into calisthenics?
How? It's a long story. I like to keep it short. So it was me getting into calisthenics was an accident. It was never planned, and it happened just like I didn't have any funds to renew my gym membership. So I started practicing in parks. I used to go public parks and do muscle ups and all, pull ups and all, seeing all those YouTube videos. So I got started that way. Why? If you ask me why, because at that time it was a necessity, but after some time I realized this is something really, really amazing, and why didn't I get into this before?
Okay. How did I started calisthenics? It was after almost I was getting done with my college years, and I was dancing before that. With my colleging, I was dancing, and then slowly I had to stop dancing because my crew gave up, and we had to kind of separate and do our personal stuff. And that's when I started doing calisthenics. It all started from my room itself, just by locking myself, dancing a little bit, and then sweating it out by doing some push-ups, some workouts, and then obviously do your own research, explore. I read about this, and yes, that's how I'm here. And why I'm still doing it? Because this is something insane. It has been changing lives, and it has changed minds, mentally and physically both. That's why I'm still here repping this sport.
Cool man, that's interesting.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Okay. What were you guys doing before calisthenics?
Before calisthenics, when I was not in Bombay, so I was working as a 9 to 5 person. So I used to work for Hero Honda in Gurgaon. I'm a mechanical engineer, by the way, so that is how I got into Hero Honda. And I used to work there in engine department. I used to make engines. So after that, when I shifted to Mumbai, I got into calisthenics.
What was I doing before calisthenics? I was totally into dancing, and I completed my graduation in mass media. So those were the two things which I was doing before I stepped in calisthenics. And somehow it helps. It still helps me in calisthenics also. So it's never a loss. Dancing and both my media skills, camera, behind the camera, in front of the camera, it's still helping me. So yes, that's it.
Can you be Rohan little louder?
All right, you want me to answer it
No,
again?
no, no, it's okay. Just be louder, okay? Yeah.
Okay, cool.
What do you guys do for living?
I am a professional calisthenics coach, and I have been teaching calisthenics for the last 3.5 to 4 years. And so I actually love teaching. It was never planned for me to teach calisthenics, but the way people showed their interest in my teaching, that gave me, encouragement, and I realized that I am really good at it, and I should continue it, because through this I can change a lot of lives. And so that is how my a journey of a calisthenics coach started. So I am trying to keep it balanced, being an athlete and being a coach. So that is what I do for living.
For me, I'm freelancing right now. I love this small space. I love this small freedom which I'm getting. With also working side by side and doing what I love. So yeah, freelancing it is. I am working in front of the camera, behind the camera, as I mentioned in the previous question. I'm into content creating. I also work as a model in the frame. And yes, I have few clients. I'm not with more into training people right now, but during the whole lockdown also I have been very easy on training people. Right now I just have like 6 clients, and yeah, that's how I get my bread.
That's good, man. Something is better than nothing.
A lot of things, bro.
Yeah.
There are a lot of things out there. We just have to go and get it.
Okay, so what's the one thing that always keeps you going?
I think it's the never-ending journey in calisthenics, which keeps me going, at least, because there are a lot of things to conquer, to achieve. There are a lot of skills. There are a lot of power moves which I want to do, and jab tak wo hoga nahi, I wouldn't stop. So that is what, every time I wake up, I realize that a lot of things have to be achieved. And this is about, I'm being an athlete, I'm telling you, and being a coach, it's a plethora of options which open up, because you know how calisthenics scene in India is growing. So I really want to grow this. I really want to spread this sport. I really want to make people aware about this beautiful thing.
Can we merge the answers, because it's kind of similar? But one thing which keeps me going are simply my goals. Goals from, as Rajan bhai said, from unlocking a particular freestyle move, or to owning a house all by myself, taking my parents, my nani or my mom for a trip or something like that. These are my goals, and this is what keeps me going. It's as simple as that. And of course the sport, as Rajan bhai said, it's crazy to unlock the moves and go hard for that just one simple grab. It's crazy. That's how I keep going. That's what keeps me going.
Mind blowing. That's really fun to know about you guys. Okay. Starting with the All India Strength Wars questions, like the main part of the podcast. Okay. So, what is All India Strength Wars about?
If you ask me in one simple line to describe All India Strength Wars, it would be giving platform to the deserved. Most of people, there is no as such a national level strength sport. Not that I know of, hoga, but I don't know. I'm not aware of it, maybe. But a sport, a tournament, a championship which solely focuses on showcasing the strength. Right now, there are a lot of bodybuilding competitions, platforms all over India, but I hardly see strength competition. Yeah, of course, there are powerlifting competitions, but that thing is absolutely different from calisthenics. When it comes to calisthenics showcasing the body weight strength, there's nothing as such in India. So All India Strength Force is basically a platform. It gives you a chance to prove yourself first, and to other people also who try to bring you down.
Cool. Okay. Moving to the next question. When and why did you start with AISW?
We started this whole of this idea came into us while we were just shooting one video. So me and Rajan, we met at a handstand workshop which Rajan was conducting, and I thought let's just go because I had a little bit of handstand in me. So I thought let's just go and improve it, and that's how I met Rajan, and we connected well. And I just kind of told him, brother, you have some crazy intense skills in you. I've been following him on Instagram all this while, and we got connected. We shot a video, and we were just talking about the Mumbai calisthenics scene, and eventually there was no scene. Like, there were people doing calisthenics, but it was just all underground. Like, people are just doing it for themselves, by themselves, and and it's ended. It's just still there. And that's how we came up with the idea, let's do something for this sport. And since we both were so much attracted and into this sport, and that's how we came up with All India Strength. Was, as he said, the word strength. That was our vision. Like any strength based sport, like even parkour, you can say, even tricking, you can say, these are also strength based sport, right? So we have some big plans coming up, and that's how we started, just by one video shoot, and all of this piling up, we are here.
That video shoot was crazy. I clearly remember that day. We planned like let's have a collab or something like that on Carter Road, Mumbai. We met, we shot a video, and before that we had a workout session with along with some other people of our team. It was Shubham, it was Fahid, it was I think Stash, Stefan, all these people. We met on the Carter Road bars. We worked out there. We had a good training session, and post training session we were having normal conversations. And suddenly I think it was Rohan who came up with the idea, not the idea but a thought कि कुछ करते हैं calisthenics के लिए, like
Yes, exactly. I even remember the exact sentence I said to Rajan. I was like, Rajan, bhai, I don't see anyone in Mumbai going that hard with this sport. You should really do something with this sport. And he was like, I don't mind, bro, let's do it. And he was like, would you be in this? And I was like, fuck yes.
It was there in my mind actually, but I never gave weightage to it. And finding the same, like Rohan saying the same thing, it was like a voila moment for me. You have the same vision, and that is the vision which through which we got more connected, because we shared the same vision, doing something for calisthenics in India, and that is how we planned to do calisthenics competition, which was AISW.
Wow, man.
That's how it started. Yes.
It is great to know this is how it started.
Yep.
I never imagined about these things.
I think very, very, very few people know about this. About just one video collaboration, and here we are with the whole
I
brand.
even remember the day. It was 23rd or 24th of February when we had a workout session, and 10th or 11th of February, and post 1 month we are organizing a national level competition on 10th of March 2008.
It was that quick.
Yes, I still remember. I was having my board exams on the same day. Like the next day, like 9th was my board exam, 10th was a rest, like it was a holiday, and the 11th was the 12th was my exam again. So I had to attend the competition and go back 600 kilometers back to home.
Oh shit, that was so great of you to come and attend the competition.
Yeah, man, first competition.
I have a question. Did you go by walking or did you take a transport?
You were the one to do 1,000
you
squats, right?
Yeah, I was not going to roadies, okay? I was coming for All India Strength. I came in a bus.
So let me tell you the viewers of Kaustubh podcast. He was the guy who did 1,000 squats in one go without stopping, and made the record. And all eyes were on him. Like he wasn't stopping. He was going on and on and on. 1,000 fucking squats.
Yeah, man. That was so fun. I still remember it. Rajan was like, भाई time हो गया है, जो पहले 1000 करेगा will stop the competition right over there.
Yeah, we had to.
That's how
Yeah.
our winner max
Yeah.
body weight score.
Like I think Harshit was counting my reps. Harshit or you, I think somebody was counting, you or Harshit, and somebody got tired counting the reps.
A lot of people counted reps and gave in between.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So coming to the next question, who are the team members of AISW?
Team members of AISW, let me answer that. We are around 14 to 15 people now, and it starts with me, Rajan, Akarsh, Faeed. Faeed is one of the oldie, and Imran,
Shubham.
Joel, Kostin, Mac, Mervin, Naved, and then Shubham, Stefan, Vicky. All of these guys, even Salim. So all of these guys have been with us throughout these journeys, you know, like few of them are just like they are just new members right now, but they are in the team right now because they are ready with it, you know. It's not like you need to be an professional athlete or something like that. You need to know a muscle up, then only you can be in this team. No, it's not that. It's just if you love this sport, if you want to go all out with us with everything, you can be in it.
Shout out to these guys, man. A big one.
A lot of people ask us how can I become the member of All India Strength Force, and I always have the same answer: you cannot, because you बोलते हैं ना, हिंदी में कहावत है, चलती गाड़ी में नहीं चढ़ सकते तुम.
हाँ, सही है.
We have started it and we know how we did it, how much struggle we had faced while growing this thing. So it depends on, you know, how actually we are not open to anyway taking new members. It depends who is the person and how much he has the contribution towards Indian calisthenics community. We always take this thing into consideration.
One thing I really want to add is Shafi. Shafi has been with us in and out because of his personal stuff. But then, yeah, I just wanted to mention his name. He was there with us for a reality show, and whenever we need or he needs us, we're there. So yes, Shafi is another one.
Cool, man. Okay, so how many seasons have you successfully completed yet?
We have completed 3 seasons as of now. And the 4th season was supposed to happen in November this year, but I highly doubt about it. We're still in talks for the event, and let's hope for the best. So 3 successful seasons we have already organized, and we are very happy with the reaction, with the people's response, how people, you know, willingly contributed to it and took part in it. All the athletes, and you know, all the love to them.
Good, man. Okay, so was there a struggle you went through while coming up with an idea of AISW? If yes, what was it and how did you overcome it?
Struggle, I think struggle was at every step, because there was nothing happening, like nothing was being organized, or you know, any events or any workshops or any meetups. So there was a struggle putting out the word, like people should also trust us back with our organizing and, you know, stuff like that. Struggle from choosing the name All India Strength was to, you know,
finding the place,
like organizing an event, to getting the judge down. You know, it takes a lot of shit behind just posting a banner and saying, okay, this is going to be the judge for our event. I'm sure you guys can relate, and yes, there is a massive struggle behind every event. Yes.
You know, the first struggle, I clearly
Rajan?
remember the first struggle was to find the place for the first event. Initially, we thought let's organize the event at Carter Road only, but it was a public place, government property. So we highly doubted कि हमें permission मिलेगा कि नहीं. So we were looking for the place, and we got to know one Kirsten's place. At that time, I didn't know who
Yeah.
Kirsten was. Rohan knew him. So there was a set of old bars there, and it was very shaky. And we decided to renovate the place and set up new bars, strong, sturdy bars. So at that point of time, if I clearly remember, Kirsten was not in India; he was back in Australia. So we had to ask him, can we use your space?
In fact, his mom was so
Yeah,
kind. She was just like, "You guys can use the space, go for it." And we just took out our equipments, not workout
yeah.
equipments. Let me mention, not workout equipments. All the other equipments which you used to dig, and we got a welder down and we
Cement.
got that shit
So
done.
mixing cement and all
And
those
within a
things we
month,
did on our own.
yes, that was fun and hurt and painful.
Kirsten's mom, if you are listening to this, thank you so much. You have contributed a lot to
Definitely,
Indian calisthenics.
Yes,
definitely.
no doubt.
Yeah. So, like whenever we start, there will be always some hurdles, right, coming away. As you begin to start, did you thought of being successful or not? Mock you guys?
If successful wasn't a word, or there wasn't any thought of being successful, by the way, in the beginning. We were doing what we
Mm-hmm.
love to do. We were doing it for the love, because we were really passionate about it, and we weren't expecting to be for this event to be successful. We were just expecting कि एक अच्छा सा event organize हो जाए, so that we can bring the community together, bring all the people, because at that point of time people were scattered. Everybody, as Rohan said before, everybody was practicing on their own. कोई कहीं पे practice कर रहा है, and few people are in Delhi, few people are in Chennai. So the idea was to bring the community together, and that is what we focused on, and that's why the event got successful. We never thought of कि event अच्छा ही होना चाहिए. No, our intentions were कि we have to build up a community.
Yeah, honestly, first event, we ourselves, we were kind of not, yeah, kind of scared. Like, what is gonna be the, the result? I mean, other people gonna show up? Because online we had only 30, 25 to 30. In fact, I personally, I was taking all the entries, and I remember we had only 25 to 30 entries in all the 4 categories. And we were like, bro, is this gonna happen? But fingers crossed, we went for it. Team was ready, and on the event day, on the spot, so many athletes, so many viewers, they turned up, same mindset, everyone, and that was the vibe which we wanted to create, and it happened.
Cool, man. Believe me or not, I'll just say my opinion. What you guys went through the hardship, I don't think you guys showed it up. It was so clean, it was so organized. I felt everything was a setup, and you guys had hired someone from event management or maybe something.
No, it was all team
It
effort.
was totally perfect.
Everybody put their effort into it. But the smallest member was smallest effort was counted, was mattered.
Yes. Also, like our friends, they are not even athletes. Like, few of my friends, few of Rajan's friends, few of Kirsten's friends, few of our team members' friends. These guys also were there to help us. Just to, like, they knew, okay, this sport has that crazy potential, and it would start from Mumbai, it would start from Malad, and people are all over the India. Athletes are gonna come here. So everyone was just pumped, to get this done, and it happened. Yes.
That is like so amazing, right?
Yeah,
Isn't it?
yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Okay, moving to the next one. After All India strength was coming into organizing competition, have you seen changes in the Indian calisthenics community?
Hell yes.
It's my favorite question, by the way.
I can proudly say because of All India strength was because our Indian community having a platform where people can get ready, train themselves, and come and compete. If that competition is leveling up everyone's game, so bro, I think it is making a big change. We are going towards the right direction, and All India Strength was is going to be a big part of it, big part of Indian calisthenics community. I
Yeah,
can
man.
proudly say this.
Yeah.
Okay.
We actually
what-
took the initial
Yeah?
risk. We actually took the initial risk to get into this thing because nobody was risking their
Yeah, and
time and money to organize such a big competition. But we actually did it because we had, we had good trust in this thing. We were passionate about.
Yes, any other people, any other athlete would have done this. Any other, or even an event organizer would have just hired
Yeah.
few athletes, and they could have done this. But
trust me,
I
it was
think,
good.
thanks, man.
Yep.
Thanks, really appreciate it.
Yeah, continue.
Yeah, so I think All India Strength is gonna be a big name in Indian calisthenics community, and we ourselves are gonna just look forward to keep organizing bigger events, bigger workshops, bigger meetups, which will be helpful for all of us.
Definitely, man. You guys have already made it into history of Indian calisthenics.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Okay, mad respect for you both and the whole All India Strength was team. Okay, so moving to the next one. What was the motto of Indian Calisthenics Competition, and through All India Strength was, do you think you have successfully accomplished it?
I think I have already answered that question. The goal was to build up that community, bring everyone together. And right now, if I see where the community is standing, I think we have done a very good job because everybody is united. And when it comes to me, I always focus on, building the relations, building the community. I recently spoke it on one of my own Instagram posts also, that we don't want any kind of hatred, any kind of bitching into this thing. A lot of sport, sometimes what happens, there are some people who वो बोलते हैं एक मछली पूरा तालाब को गंदा कर देती है. There are some people like that. So I'm trying my best. We are trying our best to keep this sport, at least calisthenics, out of this thing and keep positivity in this.
Yes, that will be easy. Let's just keep it clean. To all those who are listening to this, let's just keep it clean. Let's love this sport even more, and whenever we gather together for whatever purpose, let's just keep it super positive. No matter what, there are gonna be some people, might start dissing that diss game or call out game. Okay, I'm gonna call out you, or that's the fun part also. But let's not go on the negative side. Let's not focus there. Let's just love this sport and let's just keep going and keep it positive, super positive.
Yep.
Cool. Super cool. Okay. I am sure when you organize a competition, like there's a lot of things goes into it, right? Like from arranging a place to spreading a word about the competition. So would you put a little light on this section of the competition? Like how do you guys make it possible?
So
Go for it, Rajan bhai. I think
it can be a very long answer, so I would request your attention. So basically the core thing which matters is the team effort. One person cannot do it at all and could not have done any even 1% of it. It has been always a team effort when it comes to AISW organizing a competition. Every team member is allotted a task, is being given a task every day कि तेरे को ये करना है तो करना है. He will do it because he knows अगर वो नहीं करेगा तो कोई भी नहीं करेगा. So that is how it works. Every person has something or the other thing to do. Doesn't matter creating, designing the workout plans, competition workouts, creating buzz around it, and putting things out on social media, and organizing sound systems, organizing, setting up, bars, painting bars. Everything is being given to somebody that this is your job and only you will do it. You have to do it. And that is how we work collectively. It's always a collective effort.
Cool. Uh, yeah.
And the thing is, it's not it's not a job for us. For example, if I say something to Rohan ki bhai, you have to do this, this is the deadline, and he won't take it as कि मेरे को I'm getting money out of it, कि मेरे को पैसा मिलेगा इसलिए मैं काम कर रहा हूँ. This is not the case, like which usually happen in multinational companies. This is something he will do out of passion, because he wants to contribute to it. He loves this sport. So this is the main, the crux of the thought behind executing that action.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all about sharing the love and respect.
Yeah.
I'm just being silent here right now and thinking of so many other things going behind the event and all those days
And
which you put,
the
just
fact
for
is,
2 days
in
of
the
event.
last event, because we introduced a new section, street lifting, I got into judging because I was judging that category. And when I'm judging, I'm not doing anything. I'm not organizing stuff. I'm just sitting there. I'm judging because I have to be there. So what? So out of the 3 core team members who handle main work, so my work is shifted to Rohan. Now he gets double the work. So every time, if you see the footage of last seasons, when I'm judging, Rohan is always running. So we have to take, अगर कुछ
Yeah.
ऐसा हो रहा है, तो we have to compromise. We have to take double the load, and we are open to that.
That's called a teamwork, guys. Yeah. Okay. How have the things changed for you personally and professionally for the All India Strength Was? This question is for both of you.
Go for it, bro.
Changing things personally and professionally. Personally, it's an honor to be working with Rajan and these team members, and the whole team AISW. Professionally, I would say I'm getting people are tagging me in their post. I get messages regarding their progress, regarding their transformation. So overall all of these messages and mentions and comments and all of those, counting them. And even when I was on the station few months back, Andheri, and this random guy comes at me and he's greeting me and he's talking about the whole event day, and sir मैंने आपको यहाँ देखा था, सर मैंने ये किया था, मैंने ये पार्टिसिपेट किया था, ये नहीं और वो नहीं, about all the event and stuff. It's great, it's again I'll come to the same word. I feel honored to be here in this sport, and yeah, I'm in the list of Indian calisthenics athletes and with the best ones. So yes, I'm happy. I'm super happy with that.
Great.
Yeah.
So for me, things changing professionally and personally. When it comes to profession, see, I didn't initially decided to become a calisthenics coach, as I have mentioned before. It just happened. People liked my work. Then I took the responsibility of providing the authentic information to all the people who want to learn calisthenics. And the more the people asked me, the more I trained myself. The more people wanted to learn calisthenics, the more I refined my knowledge. So that is how it changed me professionally. Personally, I think calisthenics is one of the best things to happen in my life, and this is something, as I already mentioned, I used to express myself to, this is something where I went out and, I release all the negativity. I use all the negative energy into my workout. So this is how I train into calisthenics, and it has changed me. It has one thing which this sport has instilled in me is patience. I have gotten to know the value of patience. How much patience is valuable, and being very when you learn a skill, for example, if you're learning a skill, you have to be patient. There's a little progress every day. You just cannot go to 100% on the first day only. So it has taught me how to be patient, how to be calm and into the moment. So that is how it brought changes in my personal life.
Personally and professionally both. I think if we just take calisthenics, so this sport has been changing a lot. I mean, both ways, personally and professionally both. And if we are just talking about All India Strength Wars, then it's a whole different scene. But yeah, I'm very thankful for the being in this sport and being with the right people.
Cool. Okay. How do you guys plan the routine for the competition? Like, what mindset do you have while making one circuit or the round for body weight or weighted category, something like that?
So the routines and all are designed by me, and I remember the first event. I referred to some of the international competitions, and I saw the level of the routines they were athletes were supposed to compete on. So, but I also had to consider the fact that we as an Indian calisthenics audience, we are not as advanced as people doing in other countries. So I had to take this factor into consideration. I had to focus more on endurance part. People were into weighted calisthenics back then, but I had to keep it very simple, very not as simple as someone would complete and would just say this was so easy to do, but at a level where it will become a challenge for someone to do it. So that was something which I kept in mind for event 1, AISW 1.0. But as the competition grew, as the time passed, I realized, and we also had after that we also used to discuss about it. Next routine, what is something which we can add into it? What is something through which we can make it difficult? We always had a group discussion about it. But so that is what we used to consider. And there was one thing which I used to always keep in mind, that if you look at international competition, there are very limited categories. There is freestyle, there is weighted calisthenics, street lifting came afterwards. But in AISW, you'll notice that we have a lot of categories. We have a different category for statics. We have different category for body weight endurance. We have different category for weighted endurance. Then also street lifting in AISW 3.0. Just because we want more and more people to get into this sport, because there are so many things in calisthenics. One cannot be limited to only one thing. Like, you cannot say if there is someone who is interested in street lifting, he might also be interested in doing statics also. He might be loving to do front levers, planche hold. So he can also take part in statics, because you will notice there is no static competition which is held internationally. So that is which we keep in mind while designing the routines.
That's really a good work, what I feel. And how do we, like, it's really good thing to know that you guys are doing something unique which nobody has done yet, right? And yeah, it's good. Okay, why is it All India Strength Wars? Why not All India Street Workout or something like that?
Explain, Rohan.
Because again, we mentioned this before, like anything based on strength. It can be again like a parkour, it can be tricking, or anything based on strength. We would be that organizing committee team, you can say. But mainly calisthenics. We want to be mainly into calisthenics. But in future, we don't have to keep, we don't want any boundaries or so. We are just gonna be with calisthenics. So when it comes, when you say All India Strength Wars, that term strength means everything to us. And with that term itself, we are gonna organize more events, more we're gonna step in other sports as well, and organize all the other events and sports as well. Like, just make it more big. Why not? The
Yep.
question is, why not?
Definitely
You
you
know,
can.
I clearly remember in the last event, AISW 3.0, people who took part in street lifting were also asking me, "Ki, why don't you include deadlift into it?" Now, if it were to be All India Street Wars, by definition, you cannot include deadlifts. There is no deadlifts in street lifting. But since
Yeah,
it is All
true.
India Strength Wars, we are open to include such things in future.
Cool, man.
Yes.
Hmm.
That's good. That's really good.
Even when we are designing our routines or something like that, we were keeping it that cool and that simple so that anyone can participate. So we had like front lever, back lever, and human flag. Some people were there. Some people were like, "Why are you adding human flag?" Because it's not a simple move, but
Handstand. It was
for
about
an advanced calisthenics athlete, human flag is like, okay, man. But we only that particular movement, that particular trick is only there because we want more people to come and participate for that particular category. And
Yeah.
and if you think that human flag is an easy move, you better get like a 40, 45, 50 seconds hold and increase your points and keep a big margin between you and the other athletes. So that's how we design, and that's how. So overall, we have kept a very wide, concept in our mind, and that's how. And we are starting from here. It's been 3 seasons, and we are looking forward to a very big and a very, very long way. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, a little tricky question for you then.
Hmm.
If you could only have 2 categories for the rest of the season, what would they be?
This is just the opposite of what we are planning. But since this is a question here, I'll answer it. So, if I were to ask to keep only 2 categories, definitely freestyle is going to be one of them. And other than that, I would keep weighted calisthenics, eliminating endurance and street lifting. Because in weighted calisthenics, you can also design a circuit which will also include endurance part. And since it's weighted, it can also be a crux, a part of street lifting thing into it.
Okay. Yeah. Has AISW came in 2018, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Where do you see exactly a decade after, like in 2028?
I think it'll be a top event organizing or something like that. And what do you think, Rajan bhai? Where are we after 7
It
to
will
8
be definitely. We are going to be pioneers of this, and we are already on this way to to be a brand who is solely focusing on strength sports. No drama, no bullshit, just pure strength.
I hope when we go at 2028, we'll listen to this podcast again.
Definitely.
Okay.
You're not going to see any drama in there.
Uh-huh.
You're not going to see any drama into it, like other TV reality shows and all.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what do you winners of All India Strength Wars get, and how are they being benefited by participating in the competition?
So this is something which we had to focus on since the first event, because this is a big part of it. What are you giving back in return if some athlete is coming to perform? Because people came from all the way from Shimla, from Assam, from Chennai, and they're traveling from faraway places, and they're giving their best. And if they win, what do they get? So I want to clear this. We are not a big organization or something like that. We are just a group of people who share the same vision. And rewarding athletes was one of the top priorities. If someone is coming here to participate and if he wins, he should get a required reward. So there were few people who helped us out. One of them was again Kirsten's mom. She had immense contribution into it, and some other people, and I am really thankful to them when it comes to rewarding them with hard cash, or rewarding them with gifts. Many sponsors like Red Bull. Like in the first event, it was Rogue Smart Packs. It was the brand is of Zad Palla, and Bastion Athletics, who really helped us in the first event. So these, there are small brands who are, at the same level as we are, who are also growing, and which share the same vision. So that is how, we come together. If you approach a brand and explain your concept, and if they connect, they would definitely invest, because they share the same vision. And that is how, we created the concept of rewarding the athletes.
Rajan bhai, you're forgetting our pockets,
Yeah,
our personal
definitely.
pockets.
We have put a lot of money, and I would like to tell everyone here that we, due to COVID, and we have also lost a lot of money. I'm not, putting it out for the what do you call it, sympathy, but this is a fact. But we are still going hard, and we are still gonna do it. That is my word.
Yes, no regrets,
Yeah,
no
no
regrets at all.
happens
We are
happens with
still coming
it
back
happened with
with
everyone
bigger
through COVID.
plans.
Okay.
Yeah.
So guys, let me tell you something. If you are listening to this podcast, I never had this thing in my podcast or scripted for this thing, but I'm gonna say it. Whatever fund, if someone wants to donate to this podcast, will 100% go to All India Strength for supporting them.
Thank you so much, bro. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. So if anyone wants to come forward, help. It will just take like $1. If we can get like 100 people, that's like how many can we like with $100? How many people can we give the cash prize?
Can you ask me the question again?
Okay. So example, if $1, like 100 people contributes $1.
Hmm.
So how many?
$1 is around
7,300 something,
Hmm.
roughly.
7,300.
So how many people are going to be benefited by this?
In AISW?
Yes.
No, we are not going to benefit people in AISW. Definitely not. We are going to benefit AISW. We are going to create
Yeah,
a bigger
sure.
event in future.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So would you like to ask anything?
I think we have had a long way, bro. I think we're good. But one more thing, bro. Cheers to you. This is a good online small activity you're up to, and I'm sure you're gonna make it big.
Thank you so much, man.
So all the best for that.
Yeah.
All the
Doing a
best
good
for
job.
that, and for all the listeners.
Yeah.
For all the listeners, we're gonna come back with more events, more workshops, more meetups. Let's just this pandemic gets more closer, more cooler, and we're gonna get back to the vibe we love. Yes.
Yep.
Okay. So lastly, your top 5 takeaway tips, advice for everyone preparing hard for the next season of All India Strength was, including me.
Okay, I'll give the first tip. Start now.
Start now.
Yeah.
Okay. So FOMO.
Smart train smart. I mean, train smart.
Okay.
And the third would be choose your category and stick to it.
Cool.
Fourth would be form over everything. If you're into circuit and other stuff, time-based workout, time-based routine or something like that, because moderators have they will be watching you all the time, and it has happened before also. Few very small arguments, when the moderator is correcting or stopping or going loud saying no rep, and so it shouldn't be happening, right? Those moderators know what they are there for. And yeah, so fourth tip would be get your form right, so you don't waste more time.
Last but not least.
So last will be, prepare, as I said, start now. It also will include, there are categories like street lifting and weighted calisthenics, which require, a certain amount of time for your strength to build up to that level. So it is very important the kind of program you're following, the kind of training plan you have, and what will be the peak performance time. If your peak performance is coming at the time of competition, and I feel that is the best thing. So you have to plan accordingly. It shouldn't be like, you're training 100%, you're giving your max out every week, every day. It has to be very planned when it comes to lifting weights. And when it comes to freestyle, I mean, uh, I one thing which I would like to mention is, if you want to stand out, you have to create something of your own. Don't just copy what other athletes in India are doing, what move they are unlocking. Find yours, which you are good at, and perfect that. Because if you do that with 100% perfection in the competition, you will stand out.
Yes, what Rajan is trying to say is like just throw some more originality
Yep.
in your work, and that's how you're gonna stand out.
Okay, so that's it.
Yes.
Okay, so would you
Yes,
like to share anything else to the listeners? The last.
to the listeners, I think the whole our Indian calisthenics athletes, the whole community is going to listen to this. So just one thing from my side is stick with us. We're going to make it big very soon. We're going to be in other cities as well. All India Strength was, and more workshops, more meetups happening for sure, because we have to start vibing again like we used to before the whole pandemic. So yes, we're gonna be back in other cities as well. So stay tuned, and yes, man, thanks again to you, Kaustubh. Good
Also,
job,
one
man.
thing I would like to end it with.
Rajan.
So we are very much open to having, investors. If someone wants to open parks all around the nation in any other city, because we got a lot of queries about it when he opened park in this city, that city. So if somebody wants to invest, and we will be happily, contributing to that.
Cool. So if anybody wants to come up, show and help the community grow, you can come up. You can contact Rajan by Rajan Sharma, right? What's your Insta handle?
Rajan's Calisthenics.
Rajan Calisthenics. And for Rohan?
Rohan Yalal, ROHANYALH.
Cool, man. Okay. Yeah. Well, guys, thank you so much for coming up with the All India Strength was a small Q&A.
Thank you for having me here.
Thanks, buddy.
Yep. Thank you so much, man. Well, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for staying up until here. I hope you have got to know everything you needed to know about All India Strength was, and I hope I have covered everything. If not, you can write me any questions, any doubts, any suggestion at ask@0to-calisthenics.com. There will be tons of interviews coming around. Also, make sure to check out Rohan Singh and Rajan Sharma. Also, All India Strength was page on Instagram. You can check me out too, _cows, and obviously make sure to check out 0 to Calisthenics on Instagram. Peace.